time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mountaineers will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the ground, it's Russell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Rivers. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Dances away to buy time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The short hands, it's Shelton. Push down for the tackle.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We reach the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got it in the middle. It's Clapp. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Try to get it to the edge. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Sure hands. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Rivers. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch near the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Rivers. Extending the play. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air. It's Rivers. Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Platt. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Hard running there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Wilkins. Looking left. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with this unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down. It's 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. He'll take a shot. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of point.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
West Virginia, 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Shelton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown Mountaineers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give as they work on that clock. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He's in open space downfield. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the 2nd level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? And every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.